did you know that even if you have an interest rate of 3% on your current mortgage, you're not stuck, and you can actually purchase your next house and save money? So let me tell you how. So just for an example, say you bought your house for $350,000 back in 2020, and it's now worth about $500,000. You put some money down when you bought, and you've been paying it down for the last 6 years, and so now you have a mortgage left of about $300,000. So just for simple math, and for argument's sake, let's say you have $200,000 now in equity. And that mortgage of yours is only $300,000, and you have a great 3% interest rate. So you feel stuck. How can you get to the next house that's now worth $600,000 to upgrade and actually be able to make a lower payment or an affordable payment that you can handle? So in the meantime, over that last 6 years, maybe you've gotten a raise with your job, and you've gotten a couple of new cars, and you have maybe, a $40,000 loan that's at 6 or 7%, and maybe you bought another car for your spouse, and that's another, $50,000 car at a $700 payment, and that's also at 6 or 7%. And let's face it, life happens, and we have some credit card debt, and maybe we have $10,000 racked up on a credit card, and that's at a whopping 27%. And we also bought some new furniture, and that was on a 0% for a year. Well, we didn't get around to paying that off, and so now that's at 30%. Also in that 6 years, maybe your family structure has changed. Maybe you've had a kid, maybe you have had a child go away to college and are an empty nester. And so things change, and maybe the house that you currently have doesn't necessarily work for you anymore. So imagine if you could sell and you have all this equity, and you can literally pay off every single debt that you have, your cars, your credit card, your furniture loan, everything wiped out. Imagine what that would do if you were able to wipe out all of those payments all at once. And guess what? You still have some equity left over to put down on the next house. So it's not like you are buying a $600,000 house and putting zero down and have a $600,000 loan. So maybe you still have $100,000 left. $500,000 loan, even at the current rates in the mid sixes. Imagine purchasing a house, coming in completely debt-free. Your payment will actually, your overall payments will actually be less than if you just stayed in the house. So don't feel like you're stuck, because there are definitely a lot of options, and I would be happy to dig through all the numbers and see if it makes sense for you. And I also have a fantastic buy before you sell program. So if the thought of moving and showing the house while you're living there and trying to keep it clean and all those things, if that just just keeps you from wanting to even look, well, we have some solutions for that as well. We can actually get you into your new home before we sell your old one. So if you'd like to do a strategy call, go down in the comments below, and I have a link to my Calendly. Schedule a time, and let's talk through it and see if it makes sense for you.